NLCS Game 1 is coming your way next. Here in Milwaukee, Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today's starting pitcher, Babe Boomer. What do we have on her?
Very dominant her last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. This team would love to see her back on her game in this one.
Boomer ready to go, looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
She needs to come out aggressive but composed at the same time. A clean first frame can settle the whole dugout, Boog.
And the series is underway.
Ball 1.
Boomer in her 3rd season, just 19 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Foul ball there. Just underway here in Milwaukee. Comes up empty. Right through there. Got it. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte. This is Corbin Carroll. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. There's a strike. Carroll wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Man at first, nobody out. Next is the designated hitter, Babe Boomer. Rip, but it curls foul. Boomer was crushing in her last game, hitting 3 home runs. swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. She'll touch them all. The Brewers score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Dalton Varsho. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. The 0-1.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
So the call stands. One challenge remaining for them now. And that drops in for a strike. Bounce to the left side. Young. Long throw to first. And quickly one away in the second.
That is it. The designated hitter, Nolan Arenado.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Yusniel Tejada stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Boomer ready to work, facing one of the most dangerous young hitters in the game, Singy.
Yeah, but when a rookie's already impacting games like this, it just changes the scouting report. Big time challenge right here.
Tejada with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. And a big swing and a miss. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Arizona. They trail things here 2-0. Game 1 of the NLCS. Top half of the 3rd inning. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a foul ball.
You know, these D-backs definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Struck him out looking, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
On the ground. On to O'Hearn. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
The shortstop, Jordan Lawler.
Two down, bases empty. Now up next for Arizona, Jordan Lawler.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
On the ground to first. No play. That's an infield single.
You got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz flips it. They get the out, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
And she hits a ground ball right side. It's through for a hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All right, good job right there. Get it back.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, Jackson.
Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah,
Runner takes off in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close.
she's really shown us the dynamic skill set she brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now she swiped second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch her play the game.
Runner at second, 2 down here in game 1 of the NLCS. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit into the outfield. Now a long throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. 3-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Boomer back on the mound to face the heart of the order, Singy.
Yeah, and this is where you got to sharpen your focus, Boog. No freebies. Make quality pitches and trust your plan. These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Back to the mound. She's got it. Sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Struck him out looking. Carroll not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. And now it's Dalton Varsho. First time up, he grounded to third. Swinging a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. stays alive. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail in this one 3-0. Boomer back to work with a lead.
Yeah, and this is where you want to work quick and efficient. Pound the zone, force contact, no freebies, no drama.
Foul ball.
Well, these Diamondbacks, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
The third baseman.
And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Way out front for strike 2. Out to short, and it's through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
And now, Pavin Smith. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tejada, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the left fielder, Ryan Waldman.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Digging in, Jordan Lawler reached on an infield single his first time. Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And ball 1.
She can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about her in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Still nothing on the scoreboard for her after 5. This is the National League Championship Series on the show.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. And their hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner on second, 2 down. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they lead at 3-0. Boomer back on the mound, 3rd time around, and here comes the top of the lineup.
Yeah, big challenge here, Boog. These hitters have seen her whole arsenal, so it's going to be interesting to see who makes the adjustment.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Popped in the air out towards left center. And there's one away.
The batter number 4, second baseman, Patel Martin.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. The D-backs trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Boomer thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. To third, and it goes just foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Dalton Varsho.
This is exactly how the home team dreamed they would start this series, Boog. They're winning. They still have their starter out there, and the bullpen is getting rest. You can't ask for much more out of game one.
Swings through that one for strike two. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next to the Diamondbacks.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
The 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
All one.
Varsho aboard here at first with nobody out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Set down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So up next, Yusniel Tejada, 1 for 2.
Ball. Down.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Now one miss. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Bounce to the right side. Here's Ortiz for one. Back to first. Not in time.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the first baseman, Hayden Smith.
And there's a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
She's mixing her pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if she can elevate one. I think if she does, she'll get the swing and miss.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that'll do it. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack on 3. It's 6-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth, Jared Koenig.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Two gone with runners at the corners. Now it's going to be Babe Boomer.
Coming off an absolute bomb in her last at bat.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Hard hit into the gap. One run will score. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they now lead by 9. So 2 down. Next to hit, Jackson Chourio. 2-2. Now here's a flare off the bat. That's a base hit. Boomer around third. Now she stops, and she's able to get back into third.
Up next for the Brewers, the left fielder.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Sal Frelick. On the ground, right side. Marte slings to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. We're on to the 9th in game 1. Milwaukee leads it 9-0. Last chance coming up for the D-backs. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. So 2 down. Dalton Varsho stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Lined into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Sproat 1 strike away from securing game 1. Now a jump throw, and that'll do it. Boomer was really productive at the plate in this one. Put in some good innings on the mound as well.
Boom, she was okay on the hill, but I'm really impressed by how she was hitting. She was driving their offense in this one. Excellent game offensively.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Starting on the mound in this one, Mackenzie Gore. What do we have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Next for Milwaukee, Babe Boomer. She's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in her major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching her and dreaming of having their own player like her in the organization.
High fly ball, right field. Carroll on his way over. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, Jackson.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
The designated hitter, Babe Boomer.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. And they cut into the deficit. And just like that, her home run streak is up to 6.
She's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. She just can't miss every time she swings. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Boomer stepping in now. The inning's been quiet, but a chance here to turn up the volume.
Yeah, and you love that mentality. A little thunder could bring that dugout back to life.
This one in the air, center field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. D-backs lead it 3-2. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Here's Josh Young.
Up next for the Brewers, the third baseman, number 6, Young.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Boomer played brilliantly despite the loss. Only 1 hit, a home run.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but she certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, when a team starts a series on the road and comes away with a split in the first 2 games, they've essentially taken over home field advantage. So the last thing these players want to do now is give it right back by dropping this one. And these fans know that just as much as the players.
And the atmosphere here is electric. And this figures to be about as intense as postseason baseball gets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill today, Brandon Pfaadt. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Yeah, got the W last time out. 6 innings, a quality start. Hey, if a guy will give you that, you'll take it every single time.
One down. Next for the Brewers, Babe Boomer. That smash towards center. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. That's her 4th home run of the series. And they lead it. It's 2-0. And the streak is alive. She's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this player think she is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with her speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A 2-run blast. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 5-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So here's the Brewers DH, Babe Boomer. She's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. Boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 8-4.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
So 2 down, and now Babe Boomer.
Babe Boomer.
That's out to center field. Varsho has a beat on it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks now lead the series 2-1 following this pivotal Game 3 win at home.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Well, our scorecards are a mess after this one as we look at the final line.
Yeah, we're going to have to break out that old graphing calculator of yours for this one, Boog. We saw a ton of offense.
I don't think that's how a graphing calculator works, Siggy. 14-8 is the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for Arizona, Corbin Burns. What do you look for here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
1 down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Babe Boomer. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. For 6th of the series. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 1-0. 8 straight games with a home run.
They'll tie in some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, she made him pay.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Number 14.
Moreno launched a homer in his most recent game. Moreno, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. 0-1 down. That one fouled off. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Marte.
No, ball. Marte with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Foul ball there. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one in there across the letters. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
That is the inning. So they make short work of them there. On to the second inning here in the desert. The Brewers are out in front 1-0. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Fourth game of the NLCS. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Dalton Varsho. Out towards right center field. Chourio settles under it. 1 up, 1 down. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him. That's out number 2.
Already 3 strikeouts here in the early part of the start, so I think the hitters further down in this lineup might need to take notice, take some notes, share some information. Got to bring a better plan to the plate, or else it's going to be a really difficult game. Disrupt this pitcher, do something to get her out of her rhythm.
Got one out to right. Chourio settles under this one, and that is that. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. New inning getting started. Here's the Brewers DH, Babe Boomer. And that one hit to first.
Come on.
Smith steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Leading off, Hayden Smith.
For the Diamondbacks, the first baseman, Hayden Smith.
Strike 2. Hit on the ground to short. Ortiz. To first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting in, the left fielder, Ryan Smith.
That's in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Sitting off speed there. Timing wasn't quite right on the fastball, even to try to late emergency hack and foul it off. But very quality pitch located. I like that little two-seam arm side run to the outside corner of the plate.
Now up next for Arizona, Jordan Lawler.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. Set down on strikes. She picks up her 5th strikeout. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Two on, two outs.
Next to Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Dave Boomer.
That one is absolutely belted. That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1. Turan around third. The relay to the plate. He beats it safe. And it's 4-0.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now here is Jackson Chourio. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses.
Outside. That's the ball.
Not in time. She's safe.
She's really showing us the dynamic skill set she brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now she swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch her play the game.
Runner at second. And a swing and a miss. Sets him down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Brewers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in the desert, here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno.
On the ground to short. On to O'Hearn. One pitch and one out.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Marte working through some struggles lately.
Yeah.
Marte wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Terang. And there are two down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, number 7, Corbin.
This is Corbin Carroll. Flied to left his first time. Just missed. Carroll, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 26 years old, a former Rookie of the Year.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Way out front for strike 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. And a good eye there.
Ball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, nice play. It's there, and that's a great play.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Boomer ready to work with a lead, Siggy.
Yeah, this is the stretch where games are won. Nothing flashy. She just needs to throw strikes and let the defense work behind her.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Diamondbacks, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Got him swinging.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Nolan Arenado.
At this point, they'll take base runners any way they can get them, then hope it turns into something more, but this might end up being one of those games to forget.
Oh, 0-2 now.
No, that missed.
Got him looking for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
The third baseman, Yusniel.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Yusniel Tejada. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first. Inning over. So 5 perfect innings in the books. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. 1 down. And now the DH, Babe Boomer. She's already homered here in this one. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And she'll pull into second safely. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner at second with 1 away. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Rips that one to right. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 10, Sal.
So 2 down. So next it's the Brewers cleanup hitter, Sal Frelick. And a 1-1. Up the middle.
Come on, slide. Get out, get out.
Fires over to first. That's the inning. Brewers strand 1, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Fourth game of the NLCS. Well, we go bottom 6. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And first offering is fouled off.
That missed. That's a ball.
Swings through that one.
She's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Next offering
Ball
upstairs.
Got to be down in the zone with that 2-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Put that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there. If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Fastball for a strike. Struck him out swinging. That's her 9th strikeout so far.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Lawler batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
Swings through it for the K. And she strikes out the side in the 6th. So she's perfect through 6. This is the National League Championship Series on the man at first, digging in, Babe Boomer.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they add on. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher number 14, Gabrielle Moreno.
Up the middle, Ortiz on the run, sends it over to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
The 0-2. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The Brewers up big in this one late here in game 4. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte. So up next, Corbin Carroll. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Bounce to the right, and that's a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, number 5, Dalton.
Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. 3rd out. 7 no-hit innings in the books. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here at Chase Field, and this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th.
Arenado.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Popped up. Terang gets under it. And there's 1 down. And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one.
The third baseman, UCL, Hada.
So far, she's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make her work in the zone a little more.
That one
That's
close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Boomer not happy that was called a ball, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's the 0-2. Popped up left side. Ortiz. 2 up, 2 down. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. She's got these hitters locked up.
2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pavin Smith. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On to O'Hearn. Out number 3. 8 down, 1 to go. Still a 0 in the hits column. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. So now the DH spot, Babe Boomer.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Cousins, a guy that features an absolute power slider, throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Stays alive. One out, and a runner at second here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
Boomer back on the mound for the 9th, looking to finish what she started, Singy.
One more clean frame, Boog. That'd be the exclamation point on a strong day. Just 3 outs away from a CG.
Out towards right center field. And a quick out, number 1. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, she seems as strong now as she's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect her to get to the middle of the ball game.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about
in the air to left center, Ortiz should have this one, and there's 2 down.
Man, 1 out away. We've seen no-nos get broken up on the final out before. Man, I'm excited and nervous all at the same time right now.
ultimately you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, she hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Now it's going to be Gabriel Moreno. Can't bring it in, and the no-no is no more.
The batter, number 4.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Marquez. Now pitching for
the new pitcher in the game, Cole Sands. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So digging in, Corbin Carroll. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the
right side, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Brewers work their way back to even in this series, 2 games apiece.
Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up this series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
And your final 12-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Yeah, and even though neither team's going to be going home after today, Game 5 always has the feel of an elimination game when the series is tied up at 2-2. And maybe it's just as important as one, because being up 3-2 as opposed to down 3-2 makes a huge difference going forward.
Yeah, you don't want to be the team with their backs up against the wall in Game 6. This is a big swing game. First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Adrian Hauser. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here in Phoenix, and just getting settled into this one. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And for now, the home run streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Bay Boomer.
lined into right. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
Now a rip into left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. And they lead by 2.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin, and she's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. That to right. Carroll on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So a run on 1 hit, no errors and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Here's the Brewers DH, Babe Boomer. A switch hitter batting right. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and her second hit.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off her bat. Kind of put it all together there, and she's rewarded with the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Runner at second. That misses the zone, and now 3-0. Sal Frelick up next for the Brewers. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick.
1 out away from getting out of a huge jam in this NLCS.
The Brewers trying to break this one open here in Game 5 of the NLCS. In the dirt, hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on her. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Milwaukee leaves 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Boomer digging in, nobody on, 2 gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yep, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
Right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The flip. It's the 9th, and we are tied. Boomer stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
High fly ball, right field. Carroll gets under it. And that'll do it. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. It's the Brewers 5 and the Diamondbacks 3. This is the National League Championship Series. So runner at second, 2 down. Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This could end it. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that.
2 outs. Runner on first. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Base hit right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him. And
big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte. The 1-1. On the ground, Ortiz. And that is the ball game. Boomer had a good day at the office.
She definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Here in Milwaukee, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been a heck of a series so far, Singy, and you have to figure that will only continue here in Game 6.
You know, Boog, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been a Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Getting the nod in this one, Quinn Priester. What's the word on him?
Yeah, got the W last time out. 6 innings, a quality start. Hey, if a guy will give you that, you'll take it every single time.
1 down. So here's the Brewers DH, Babe Boomer. Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot. The Brewers score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
Here in the 6th game of this National League Championship Series.
Here's the Brewers DH,
Babe Boomer. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
And they have their first hit since the first inning. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. 0-1 now. Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Arenado to first. In time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
The left fielder, number 10.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. One out and a runner at second here in Game 6 of the NLCS. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And the runner holds. Runner at second. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Back safely.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit into the outfield. In to score from third.
Up next for the Brewers.
Boomer goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 19 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And their hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Stepping in, Jackson Chourio. Runner on the move. Grounds one to short. And that is that. Now it's the DH, Babe Boomer. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. She's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those players because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Oh, great stop to first. And they get the out. Boomer steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI chance.
Yeah, Boo, chance to be the big fish right here. This is exactly who they want in a spot like this.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Smith should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at-bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And you got to love a Game 7, especially with a trip to the World Series on the line, Chris.
Yeah, and the heat's turned up all the way tonight, Boog. The pressure's never higher than in a Game 7, and the pennant's on the line in this one. So it's a matter now of which team can handle it better, which team can put the nerves aside and play clean baseball one play at a time.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to stay in the moment knowing the World Series is just one win away. The stakes are sky high. I've had players tell me the highest level of pressure in the playoffs is in the LCS, not the World Series. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the nod for Game 7 on the hill, Babe Boomer. Chris, what should we be keeping an eye on here with her?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game. See if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
Boomer ready to go. Looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
She needs to come out aggressive but composed at the same time. A clean first frame can settle the whole dugout, Boog.
Gabriel Moreno, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Ball, that's outside.
Out there to center, Isbell under it, and there's one down.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Marte working through some struggles lately. Just underway here in Milwaukee. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
This is Corbin Carroll. Carroll recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And first offering is fouled off.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. So a man at first. Next for Milwaukee, Babe Boomer. Singing in Game 7, you're talking about the heart of the order, the big-time players. This is one of the hitters that they need to come through with a big performance.
Yeah, and when you come into this situation, there's some pressure there. Her teammates are looking to her.
Smith. Here's Lawler for one. But the return throw is off target. They can't turn the double play.
Well, they had the chance at turning two right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Now here is Jackson Chourio. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. Smith takes it to the bag. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 10. Sal.
So runner at second, 2 down. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. In the dirt. And a 1-2. Trying to bunt his way on.
All right, right here.
Picks it up with the bare hand. They get the out, and that'll do it.
This is a beautiful play. The bare hand grab at third, throws off balance to first base to end the inning. If you play third base, it's got to be one of your favorite ones to watch.
The decisive 7th game of this National League Championship Series. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Dalton Varsho. That's in for a strike. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. He goes down looking. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Boomer, just 19 years old. She's a former National League Cy Young Award winner. 0-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
They'll just ripped a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
Yusniel Tejada stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Boomer set to go again, facing a standout rookie, Singy.
Rookie of the Year candidate or not, she's still got to hit it. This pitcher's not handing out welcome baskets by any means.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back here at American Family Field. And now the first baseman, Pavin Smith. Smith with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
1-2 now. Up the middle, Ortiz. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting in, the left fielder, Ryan Waldschmidt.
She starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Next to hit, Jordan Lawler. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the catcher, number 14, Gabriel Moreno.
That one's in there. 0-2 now.
An at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Lawler leads off first with 2 down to the inning. To the right side, Turang throws to first, and that'll do it. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
On a line out towards center. Varsho should have this one 2 away. Boomer back on the mound. The margin is slim and the bats are big.
Yeah, this is a dangerous part of the lineup, Boog, but a little execution goes a long way.
Marte with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2. Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Swing and a bouncer. The throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, number 5.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Ground ball left side. Gets it to first. She has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing for Arizona. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Boomer back on the hill. Offense did their part. Now let's see if she can keep the vibe alive.
Yeah, just don't go gift wrapping runs right here. She needs to put a bow on a quick inning, Boog.
Arenado, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he's a former National League Gold Glover. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got him looking for the strikeout. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there. This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with a loss. Things aren't looking great right now, but they're still in striking distance. They need to get something going real soon.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. The Brewers leading by 2 here in Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive. The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one. Next to hit for Arizona, Pavin Smith. Grounded out his first time up.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it for the K. And she strikes out the side for the second time today. She continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Dave Boomer.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Yeah, great job right there. He squared up on that sucker.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Singing in Game 7, you're talking about the heart of the order, the big-time players. This is one of the guys that they need to come through with a big performance.
Yeah, and when you come into this situation, there's some pressure.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Runner at second.
Come on, Fly, get out.
The flip to the pitcher covering, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Milwaukee, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, number 86. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Diamondbacks, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout. I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The Brewers up by 2, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Moreno in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. 7 in a row by way of the K. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Boomer back at it, facing the top of the order again. Never an easy task, but she's handled herself well so far.
Yeah, I agree, but nothing's automatic here, Boog. One mistake could flip this whole thing. So far, she's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make her work in the zone a little more.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. Beat it with a fastball. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
One now. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Ortiz. 2 away now.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho will hit next. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3.
Hitter, Babe Boomer.
Swing and a foul out of play. This one in the air, center field. Varsho settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, Jackson.
The decisive 7th game of this National League Championship Series. We go to the 8th. Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. That one fouled off. The 1-1. That one hit the knees for a strike. Got him. 1 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Hey.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one hit to first. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Smith stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Check swing called strike. And it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Totally dominant on the mound as she's through 8 without surrendering a run. You're watching the National League Championship Series. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Abner Uribe.
I think closer has to be.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Uribe is just 1 strike away. The Milwaukee Brewers are champions of the National League, and they are headed to the World Series.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.